Wow. Okay, I'm just going to read through this dialogue real quick. The one that makes the most sense. Kered, I guess, being, thinking back to his past, almost with a little bit of homesickness, and smiling and saying, "Indeed, the chant of unfulfilled prophecies is never interrupted. O Dynaheir, would that thou could see the monks singing of that which has not yet to come. 'Tis inspiring." And you're cautiously saying, thou said, inspiring. How? Kered saying, "Nobody said it better than Alondo himself hath run. Quote, knowledge of the future is no key to happiness, nor should it allow complacency, only solace and truth. No matter how terrible is the tragedy, only the future day, yet far yet to come, there will always be tomorrow." Unquote. I especially find meaning in these words since Gorion's death. Forgive me if I inadvertently touched a painful subject, Kered. Dynaheir seems ashamed for some reason and walks away without another word. Wow, people are chatty tonight. Jaheir saying, "Khalid, have you thought about using a club or staff until this iron crisis passes? You're not trying to get me to switch profession again, are you, Jaheir, dear?" Nonsense. I just wouldn't want to see you surrounded by enemies with just a hilt in your hand. I think you should keep a wooden weapon in reserve. Yes, that might be a good idea. Though, as you know, none of my tools have ever failed me yet. That's not true. Khalid has broken several bastard swords. Although now he has magical swords, and they seem to be holding up better. That's because you're lucky to have me to keep them well maintained. Innuendo. And some of us just find sharp weapons like words so much more satisfying to resolve disputes than blunt ones. Though I must say you can employ both with facility, dear wife. Flatterer. Of course he's a flatterer. He's your frickin' husband. Jaheira. But perhaps I can carry a spare sword or two? And those might break too when we're leagues away from the nearest smithy. I knew we should have grabbed that two-hander for you, even if its price was outrageous. Something that can go through stone like that sword won't break any time soon. That would have taken up most of our money, and we were in Kalimport a long way from our employer. Not to mention that the merchant wanted us to pay for the potion of strength. We needed to pull it out from where it was stuck. You are right. The smiths hold their iron in such respect. What is cheap and dependable? Any piece may be carved from its root, ripped from its branch, shattered from its trunk, and it will continue to live and to hum with all of nature's vitality. Nothing beats a good club or a sturdy spear with a fire-hardened tip. Nothing. Those smiths. She snorts. Control your temper, my dear. At least until tonight. So, Jaheir talking about how much she prefers wood over metal. Well, Jaheira, if that were the case, I don't think the development of weapon technology would have went past wood. It would have stayed there, rather than humans creating all the various metals that would serve them over human history.
Oh, you smell.
Chloe saying, Kered, someone in the Jovial Juggler gave me a gold piece to come find you. Slow down, breathless child. Who is tossing money about in hopes of finding me? Her name's Officer Vi, and she's with a flaming fist. And you needn't worry, she's real nice. Kered saying, thank you, child. You have earned your gold piece. I will go to the Jovial Juggler and meet with Officer Vi shortly. Good. You folks are real nice. Mama says the Sword Coast needs some real heroes these days. Tymora be with you, okay? Tymora being the goddess of good fortune and luck. It's always good to have luck.
Magic does not nest well
Oh,
in
there,
a tired
Wanderer.
mind.
Stay thy course a moment to indulge an old man.
Being approached by that peculiar-looking man with, in red robes with a big white beard. I think Kered at this point would start to recognize the fact that this is Elminster, or at least suspect it's Elminster. But, anyway. Elminster approaches and says, "Well now, our paths cross once more. I suppose proper introductions are in order, as we will no doubt meet again. My name is Elminster." Suspicion confirmed. "I've heard nothing but tales of thy exploits in the time we have been apart. It would seem that thou art destined to have quite the impact on the Sword Coast. Quite the burden for one so young." Alright. I guess Kered being honest and saying I'm just doing what I thought was best. That certainly seems to be the case. Thine actions are a testament to charity and free will, whether intentional or not. But enough of my ramblings. Thou have a long journey ahead of thee, and I will not have my meanderings delay thee. I will impart one piece of information before I go, though 'tis hardly a surprise, I am sure. The bandits that thou dost seek make a habit of travelling in the northeast. With this, I shall take my leave. You hear her saying, "It would seem that Elminster himself approves of your chosen path. If only he could make the claim that it was his guidance leading you down this path. Alas, he only reserves for himself the right to judge," she sighs. "Now, Jaheira, as a druid, thou should see that I cannot intervene too closely in matters of local import. But I trust thee, as I trusted Gorion." And Elminster walks off. Into the Thunderhammer Smithy, which I guess we should go to. I don't see why it's open at night, though. Sure enough, there's no one here. Imoen, hopefully not giving in.
I've just about seen enough waking our slave driver.
Not giving in to her compulsion to rob the place blind.
Butt kicking, for goodness!
I'm getting a little sleepy.
But as the party heads towards the, jovial juggler,
This way.
she says, "Ooh, I left something behind. I'll go back this way." And, yeah, she goes and do what a thief does.
I'm gone.
Let's see what she can steal. Spear, nothing interesting there. Mundane swords, various kinds. Ooh, a magic sword. What kind of sword? A bastard sword. Something that Khalid could use. Although Khalid might be suspicious if Imoen shows up with a magic sword and says, "Oh, this is for you." His first question would probably be, "Where did you get that?" So, while Imoen is returning over here, the party would have headed to the jovial juggler to meet with this Officer Vi.
This way.
Can I assist you?
Officer Vi approaching us and saying, "Ah, Kered Larae, I thought it might be you. These southern parts are set quite afire with talk of your work in Nashkel. I'm Officer Vi of the Flaming Fist, and to be honest, I could use your help." Kered saying, "I am honored to be found worthy of your notice, officer. How may I be of assistance?" "My contingent and I are cut off from Baldur's Gate. We haven't received new orders for close to a week, and to be honest, I don't like the feel of this at all. The bandit raids have been getting worse since you returned from Nashkel. I used to think that they were just your usual brigands out to make a quick buck in troubled times, but not anymore. They're working for someone. One way or another, I've got to get my troops back to the gate. I'll pay 50 gold pieces for every bandit scalp you can bring me, and spread the news. I want this whole region cleared before winter comes." Wow. Come to think of it, Khalid does have some bandit scalps. Very nice.
Squeaky wheels gets the kick!
I'm gone.
Imoen playing catch-up. While the rest of the party I'll probably stay the night here.
You're a queen.
And there's Imwin. I guess she's hiding that bastard sword behind her, hoping that other people won't notice it.
Cool one.
Magic does not nest well in a tired mind. I must sleep.
Okay. First thing the party's going to do is see if they can get the bartender to buy some of the crap they picked up.
Your point.
I think
Aye,
much
fun.
clearer with
Just
the
as I
rest. Might we stop?
No, you won't. But at least everyone can rest.
I've just about seen enough waking hour, slave driver.
Seeing what spells we have prepared, they're all good. That's decent. Yeah. Yep, that'll do. I think Jahira's all kind of healing spells ready. Good. Alright, so the party resting for the night, but Imoen would approach Khalid before bed and give him this sword and probably say something to the effect of, "Oh, well, I found it on a dead monster along the road and I wanted to surprise you with it." And Khalid believe her? Probably not, but let's just say he does. Just for in character sake.
Onward then.
So, party getting a bit. Oh wow, they have royal accommodations. Very nice. So having some wine, some Cerulean Topaz wine. Merchant saying, some farmers who came in a little while back. They said that something that moved through the ground